Here we go. Okay, so we are now recording. That way the other half of our new members will be able to watch this later if they choose to. So I will make reference to some folks running for office who aren't here, couldn't be here tonight. So if you see that, those aren't names of folks on the screen, just know that you have lots of other peers who unfortunately couldn't make it. But at some point we will hopefully see them at meetings and I'll give them a chance to introduce themselves. I'm Christine Davis, the gal who's been emailing you for a while. It's nice to sort of see you all. As I said in my email, there are lots of different reasons for having this induction ceremony online this time, but I do hope to see some of you in person at meetings. Hopefully we can get some meetings set for April, maybe 1 or 2 meetings before we end out this semester. Since we do have members who are in our online NAU community who don't live in Flagstaff, I will make sure that we always have a Zoom option available so that officers who are online students or anybody who's unable to make those meetings in person for whatever reason will always have the chance to Zoom in as well. So I just want to say a couple of those things before we get started. This is such a different induction ceremony from any of the induction ceremonies that we've ever had at NAU. One reason for that is that during COVID, this Alpha Zeta Nu chapter of Sigma Tau Delta here at the Flagstaff campus had to close. There was no way to keep going with recruitment and finding new officers and that sort of thing. So it sort of died out. I was not the officer at that point, or I'm sorry, I was not the faculty advisor at that point. I am now the faculty advisor and I'm restarting Sigma Tau Delta. So there's a really rich history that I'll go over in our induction ceremony about the international organization of Sigma Tau Delta. And there's also a local history of our chapter. So it's not starting from scratch, but it is restarting. So you can sort of think of yourselves as on the ground floor of our Alpha Zeta Nu chapter for now. That's why there's no officers at your induction ceremony. So I apologize for that, but I'm excited that for next year, hopefully that won't be the case. Normally, it would not be me talking the entire time. My role as faculty advisor is to help support you, not to talk at you this much. So keep in mind that in a normal time, there would be a president speaking, a vice president speaking, a historian speaking. They would be taking on these different roles of the induction. But since we don't have officers yet, it's just me talking at you for a little bit. Hopefully some of you folks are running for office. I'll go over a few folks who are. And so next time we induct people, maybe next semester or the semester after that, we will have official officers that are undergraduate and graduate students who will be doing the bulk of the next induction ceremony. So I thank all of you for participating in a strange time, but a really necessary time to get this club up and running. And the only other thing I want to say before we start our ceremony tonight is that I was exactly in your position, not on the internet, but many years ago, I was inducted into Sigma Tau Delta as an undergraduate student, and I served as our chapter's historian. So this is a group that I believe in. I've been, whenever I was a student, I've been as a student to the Sigma Tau Delta International Conference. There are colleagues on campus who have received publication opportunities through Sigma Tau Delta. I received a scholarship from them, and so did some of my colleagues here on campus. So you will get to know a lot of us folks who have ties from other universities and from the past of this organization. So I hope that even though this is an odd semester, a restarting, a rebirth of sorts, that you know that you're connected to lots of folks who have a long history of being in this organization. Okay, so like I said, my dream was that we would get to see that cool logo the whole time, but I'm not able to do that and minimize and read my little script. So thanks for hanging in there with me. Okay. Oh, and it says I can't do that while I'm recording the meeting. All right. I'll go over here then. Okay. What I would like for you all to do while we're getting started is if you could just drop your names in the chat. At the end of our induction, I would love for everyone to just introduce themselves by name and maybe what your major is. We're not all English majors here. And if you're a graduate and undergraduate. So when the induction is over, I'll have you all introduce yourselves a little bit. Okay, and you can be thinking about that. I gave you about a 10-minute warning there. Okay, but you know who you are. All right. On behalf of the Alpha Zeta Nu chapter of Sigma Tau Delta at Northern Arizona University, I welcome you to this special meeting to induct new members. I'm Christine Davis, advisor of the chapter and a lecturer in the English department on the Flagstaff Mountain campus. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce folks running for chapter officers. Should they be elected, they will be sworn in at the end of this semester and serve for the next academic year. Now, I will say these are folks who have volunteered to run for office. So far, there's not a lot of competition, but if anybody is interested in running against them, everybody's welcome to submit any office that they'd like to run for. You're welcome to submit that hope to me via email, and I will put you in the running anytime between now and our first meeting, which should be a week or two. But so far, we have nobody running for president. We have Lindsay Brown running for vice president. Thank you. We have Sage Westfall running for secretary. We have Ellie running for treasurer, and we have Munir running for historian. So thank you, folks. Some of you I know, some of you I look forward to getting to know. I am especially happy to welcome new members in tonight's ceremony. And even though this event looks different than in past years, particularly as we are restarting our chapter after COVID, I am certain that with your work, Sigma Tau Delta will remain an important part of the department and the campus community. I will now offer a brief history of the international organization. Sigma Tau Delta International English Honor Society was founded in 1924 at Dakota Wesleyan University to confer distinction for high achievement in English language, literature, and writing, and to foster literacy in all aspects of the discipline of English. With over 900 chapters in large and small public and private colleges and universities in the US and abroad, Sigma Tau Delta is the most active honors organization in our field and one of the largest members of the Association of College Honor Societies. In addition to the prestige of membership in an international honor society, there are many other benefits of affiliation. Thousands of dollars in scholarship and award opportunities, regional and national conferences, and internship and publication possibilities. We hope that as members, you will take advantage of them. Today, we're inducting new full members. These students represent both achievement and potential in their majors. With their induction, we congratulate them on their achievements and encourage them to keep up the good work. Candidates, upon careful examination of your academic accomplishments in the field of English, in recognition of what you have already done, and in hopeful anticipation of what you will continue to do, I present you to this assembly. Now, normally we would have pins and certificates to give out in person. Those are still not here. There are supply chain issues and it's hard with shipping. But as soon as they come in, I will mail them to folks who have requested that they be mailed, and I will have them available for pickup to folks who requested to pick them up in person. Okay. All right. Each member has satisfied all chapter requirements for membership. Each of you has been recommended as a person of good scholarship and with enthusiasm for English language and literature. Are you ready to take upon yourselves the honors and obligations of membership in Sigma Tau Delta? If you are ready to do so, unmute and answer, I am ready for membership.
I am ready for membership.
I'm ready for membership.
I'm ready for membership.
I'm ready for membership.
Yay!
Yay!
Good college try in a weird time. I appreciate you. Only persons of high scholarship in English are admitted to our fellowship. We join with others from the country and abroad in celebration of all the fields related to English. Please open your mics and share a round of applause for the new members of our National Society. Yay! I now declare you to be members in the Alpha Zeta Nu chapter of Sigma Tau Delta. We welcome you to the fellowship of this chapter and to the larger fellowship of the International Society. And we look forward to working with you all in the coming year. Okay. Yay. And as I said,
Yay.
our next induction will look much different. We will have an in-person and a Zoom option. We will have officers, right? All of these things will happen. But I would like to take a minute and just go through in the order in which you introduced yourselves in the chat, starting with Enrique. Could you unmute and say the same things that you put in the chat, introduce yourselves a little bit?
Okay, so so I'm Enrique Ruben Inocencio. I'm a Master's of Fine Arts. Sorry, I'm a Master of Fine. I'm nervous for some reason. And tongue-tied. I'm a Master's.
Control room.
That's true. Masters of Fine Arts in Creative Writing candidate. I'm a first year graduate student at NAU. I hail from Tucson, Arizona, about 4 hours south of Flagstaff. Um, and what else do I say? I'm sorry.
That's it. You did great.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. This is Sheikh Mohammad Muniruzzaman from Bangladesh. I'm a first year graduate student at Northern Arizona University. My major is teaching English as a second language. I'm also teaching as a graduate teaching assistant in English department. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you, Christine.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. My name's Sage Westfall. I'm an English literature grad student, so it was my first year of that program, but I did get my bachelor's here at NAU, so I've been here before. I live in the El Mirage Surprise area, so I'm an online student for sure, and I'm running for secretary, so I really hope to be very involved in this organization. I'm very excited.
Great.
Thanks so much, Sage.
Hi, I'm Ellie. I'm from Russia. I'm pursuing MA TESOL degree as well as Munir does, and I'm glad to be here.
Welcome.
Are you in Russia now? Or are you here in the States?
In the States.
You're in the States, yeah, good.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Brown. You guys could hear me okay, right?
I can, yes.
Yeah, we sure can.
Just making sure, because this computer I'm on, the one I have right now, it's kind of iffy with the sound sometimes and audio. So I'm Lindsay Brown. I am running for vice president. Also I'm a first year student in a Master of Arts in Rhetorical Writing and Digital Media Studies. So I'm really excited. I currently teach high school to juniors and sophomores. And so I'm also in Tucson as well. So like Enrique, woohoo, hey, from Tucson. That's all.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kat. I'm having camera problems, so I have a weird picture that doesn't move, but I am real. I live in Rancho Palos Verdes, California. I'm a master's student in English professional writing, and I received my BA from NAU, and I attended undergraduate in person and online. So now I'm just back online, and hi, I'm happy to be here.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you.
Delaria, I think we missed you somehow. Do you want to go ahead now?
Oh,
Oh,
She
I see
wrote in
that
the chat.
you put this in
Yeah.
the chat. Do you not have a mic? That's okay. I'll pretend to be you. Okay, I'll speak for you if that's okay. And you're lovely. Hey everyone, she's Delaria. I hope that I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I think I am. She's from Turkey, but is currently close. Oh man, okay. We'll have you whenever you can be in person or on a mic, we'll make sure to get that correct. She's from Turkey, but currently in the States and happy to be here too. Welcome. And you are a graduate student. That's the only thing I wanted to add. Yes. Okay, great. And then Michelle, would you like to introduce yourself as well?
sure. And I'm sorry I'm late. I'm traveling. But anyway, I am a first year graduate student in the professional writing program. I recognize Kat as being a class member of mine. I don't remember which class it was, but it was one of the past classes I was in. I am a working mom of 4 grown children. I kind of have an empty nest, and I'm kind of been doing what I've been doing for many decades, and I'm looking for a change. I do application computer support for Sloan Kettering, so I'm looking to do something a little bit different. I think I'm a pretty good communicator, at least in the world of computer technicians, and therefore I'm looking to do something where I can use my communication skills to help some of the technical people and kind of, bridge that gap, which is huge, big gap.
Thank you for doing
So-
that work, Michelle. I appreciate you out there. I'm in the mom club too, although my children are far from grown, but I appreciate that perspective that you bring. And I just replied to your email. Sorry for my late
Yes,
reply. So
I
if you
just
go look
saw
at-
that as I was, yes, so, whatever. And then I'm also in New York. So actually I'm traveling now. I'm in Maryland, but I'm on the Eastern time zone. And I hear that you guys in Arizona don't do that daylight savings time thing.
No, we're just a bunch of rebels without a cause over here. We just make up whatever time we want it to be. It's pretty fun. And yes, we are difficult. That is true too. I'm so glad that we were able to talk a little bit and that I was able to get to know all of you more. Some of you I know fairly well, some of you I don't, and I'm hopeful that you'll be able to make more connections with your peers as well. Everyone, look out for an email from me very soon in the next couple of days about our first meeting, where hopefully we can see even more folks and start envisioning what we want to do with this chapter. I have some ideas, but I definitely am excited to hear others. I will say, since we're perfectly fine on time, that I have lined up one guest speaker for us. So that'll probably happen next semester. And I also hope to host some workshops. Those could be workshops on resume building and writing, how to present at conferences. They could be workshops for anyone who's interested in going into the teaching field, anything like that, application materials, and any topic that folks might want to see a workshop on. Of course, they're all free to members. You can be thinking about that as well. If anyone would like to host part of a workshop, if you feel like you bring some skills to the table that you would like to help teach to your peers, that's a great professional development opportunity as well. So I just want to get you thinking about those things, no pressure, thinking about those things before our first meeting, when we will really get going and make sure that our club is a nice, welcoming, inclusive space that helps support everyone in the ways that they need to be supported. So snaps to all of you. I'm going to try to figure out how to get this recording out of Zoom and to everyone else, but we'll see if that works or not. And I hope that you all have a wonderful evening, you lovely Alpha Zeta News. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
Christine. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, bye, Munir. I see you talking.
Okay, is that all?
That's it. So pretty simple. Now, next semester, when we have more officers, and it seems like you will be one of those, it will be a much longer ceremony. But that's it for our little virtual one. And I'm just sticking around to try to figure out how to end my recording. So I will see you later. Bye.
See you later. Bye. Thank you.